Tonight, from the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special Thanksgiving night presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Taysom Hill and the New Orleans Saints taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. For the first time, the Saints offense taking the field, and they will be led by Taysom Hill now in his 5th year in the NFL.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On first down, it's Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Hill. It's brought in by Harris. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know that.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds. That sack there, that likely brings out the field goal unit, so they might have to settle for 3 here on their opening drive.
They did some nice things getting things started there, moving the ball downfield, but taking that sack on 3rd down, that lets the air out of the momentum balloon just a little bit.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And we see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To the air, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On a man down, and it's Sanders. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
On 1st down, Singletary. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With his 10th rushing touchdown on the year, his 14th overall. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Hill. He gets it complete to Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Here's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll try the air now with Hill. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Hill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
On second down, here's a run with Moss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On second down now, it's Moss. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Officially, it's a 1 yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. On the ground, Kamara, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 38, Hill. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Touchdown, Saints. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Allen going to throw. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now Allen again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. And now Sean McDermott going to throw out the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After viewing the play, the field reversed.
A good call there by Sean McDermott to throw the flag. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Allen now looks to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On the give, this is Singletary. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Allen to Beasley, first down Buffalo.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Touchdown, Bills. It's complete. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock, but barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hill. He's got Smith here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So that challenge, a successful one. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll return it from the 6. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down, on is the former Dolphin Matt Hawk to punt for Buffalo. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Hill. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40, the 20. And this is going to be brought back for the Bills touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Our attention turns back to Taysom Hill and the rest of the Saints offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. As far as the early games go, we'll be watching that one in Houston. The Texans in for a fight as they'll square off against the New York Jets. Later in the afternoon, a lot of the country will be watching the game at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it'll be the Packers taking on the LA Rams. Then, on Sunday night, a big one in the AFC North to wrap up the holiday weekend. The Browns and the Ravens from Baltimore. That's all that needs to be said. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bills to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And just a yard to go here on second down. They go counter with Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On the give, this is Moss. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Matt Breida, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Play action. It's Hill. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hill, and his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Hill. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Hill now to throw. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he's still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. This one caught by Davis. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk-reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen looking for Beasley, got him on the slant. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll go right back to Beasley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
On second down, a run with Breida. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Hill. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Hill looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Hill. And it's caught. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now it's Hill. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. The extra point up and good as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now Allen. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will stop right around the 25. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. From the gun, here's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Troutman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe